And so it's the 5th of October, and with that, we have 5 more stages to tackle on the Gates of Oblivion Senkaimon Tower. We are going to be streaming later today for the very hard guild quest, the Hollow Ranged one. We're going to tackle that live on stream, so make sure you guys are there. In this case, before streaming, let's tackle the 5 next stages of Gates of Oblivion. In this case, we are making our way to stage 100. Honestly, would have preferred if they just ended the tower there and started a new special tower, but it does look like this is going to be infinite and just keep going and going. Either way, though, having a look at stage 96, we have power attribute damage times 2, killer effect times 5. We are going against humans, and Quincy affiliation damage times 2. Right from the get-go, I can tell this is basically designed with E-Burn in mind. Remember, he is a Quincy character, right? Is there any other power Quincy's with human killer? There is not. I mean, there's so many other characters you can bring anyway. You could just bring a power character with human killer. In that case, any of these characters do work, and that's exactly what we are going to do. Remember, I don't want to bring the most ideal character in these situations, so let's bring, I guess, our next best option, that being the swimsuit version of Ruroka. And do I have any builds saved? I really should be saving builds here. We have this feature, and I don't even use it. All right, then, so remember, we are going against human enemies, so this is going to be usually the more difficult part if we just get too close to the enemies. Lucky for Ruroka, though, we do have quite a few good pushback attacks. Let's just make sure we use that SA3 from far away, right? We don't want to get too close. And if we do them, we can easily get back up to full stamina. Like you saw there, we messed up. We took a bit of damage, but after like, what, 2 strong attacks, we should be right back up to full stamina. Not quite, but we are very close to getting that full stamina damage, right? Looks to be a very easy stage, though. I was going to use my SA3 there, but I want to use the sub one. We have a sushi following us. There we go. Let's get it off. And we didn't even kill. We didn't even kill. We didn't die, though. And even if we did, we have the free revive after using this sub bomb. So that actually would have worked out quite fine. Still enjoy using this character, although I'm a bit indifferent now that Kubo confirmed that she's 15. Next up, onto stage 97. In this case, we want to bring a Aronka, or we're also forced to bring an Aronka. And if we're a speed character with the Espada affiliation, we get a 4 times damage output. And if we have a Quincy or Stammer killer effect, we then get a 5 times additional killer effects. This is honestly designed for Zamari, and I didn't do a single multi on that banner. I would love to bring Aaroniero, that's what I actually intended to do right now, but he's already sealed on stage 89, so we can't bring him. I guess in that case, we can actually bring Gantenbane. Okay, he actually has Killer too. Not who I was intended to bring here, but this unironically might just work. Alright then, here we go. So, we actually are going to be quite good here if we can inflict Stasimon, since we do have Lacerate, right? Lacerate's going to make it so we don't have to dodge the enemy's soul bombs. Luckily, Arskin isn't using a soul bomb. I can't remember why he doesn't. It might be because he has instant kill. There's usually a reason why a boss doesn't use a soul bomb. Usually it's the heal effect, but Arskin doesn't heal on a soul bomb. So hopefully in this case, we can actually inflict the Lacerate. Let's use the SA3, then try and dodge. We didn't fully dodge, but we at least survived the hit, right? As of right now, all the damage multipliers we are getting, it's fine if we do take a hit. There we go. Bambi goes down. Never thought I'd see the day that Gantenbane is taking on Bambietta, even if it is through game, right? And then in this case, we're going to hit Drugan with the 1000 hit combo. Is it 1000 or 100? I think it's 100. There we go. Honestly, Squad 0 should have got Gantenbane out in the Royal Palace. With Osushi on the side. That's very important. Osushi is the reason why we actually beat that quest there. There we go. 32-second clear time. Not too bad. Let's move on to the next one. And that next one is stage 98. Paralysis, melee resistance, killer effect times 5. We are going against Soripers, and we want to bring a no affiliation character. I believe, is there someone that came out recently into Power No Affiliation? Bruno. So I guess this really isn't, unless I'm forgetting someone, this isn't designed for a new character. I do have to remember that it is melee resistance. Usually those are things that we actually do forget. In this case, I guess Bruno's the best character for this. And again, usually I say I don't want to bring like the best, most optimal character. But this isn't a stage designed for a new character. And I haven't used Bruno in quite some time. So let's bring him out. Honestly, I really like Bruno as a character. He was one of my more favorite characters that come out from the year 2020. I think, yo, there's a lot of paralysis things here. Statues. I feel like they kind of did him dirty by making him a arena character. Because if you don't know, he has Frenzy +1 and a 40% Berserker. Which at the time was fine. But that was also at the time, you know, post 6th anniversary. Where we had 6th anniversary Aizen with Frenzy +2. He gets Frenzy +2 in Arena, and that's the reason why he doesn't have Frenzy +2 base. I feel like if he still had Frenzy +2, he would have been, like, still really good. You know, kind of like how Aizen is, right? Aizen's aged really well, thanks to his damage output and also strong attack here. In Bruno's case, he kind of fell off at the same time, you know, 5th anniversary characters fell off. Because, you know, Frenzy +1, a 40% Berserker, really isn't all that anymore. He at least was a nuker in Guild Quest, and that was, like, his main usage. But unfortunately, that's kind of fallen off now. And we've gotten way better nukers. But I really like his sword. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they release a new Bruno with the mask on. I know it's like just a simple little change, but I would like a new Bruno. But then again, to be fair, we have gotten a really good Bruno that makes up for it, the Heart Parasol one. But I like a base from Bruno, right? I wouldn't mind a new base from Bruno. Same goes for Nita Noel. But no rush, I do like the season designs too. In that case though, stage 98 easily cleared in just 40 seconds. Next up is a boss rush. Stage 98 wants us to bring, or more so is forcing us to bring a captain character and also a technique character. It's very rare for us to get this combination. Usually it's only bring a certain attribute or a certain affiliation. It's rare for us to get both. So the character you can bring is somewhat limited, but at the same time, there's many technique captains out there. And we do want to make sure we have no affiliation killer, because that is the only damage crit that we are actually getting. So any of these characters here are the characters that you do want to bring. I'm sure many people have access to someone, right? In this case, we want to bring a no affiliation killer. Is there anyone out there that has no affiliation killer? Let's just double check. So yeah, very, very limited on the character you can bring here, right? Having said that, we're not going to bring a no affiliation killer. We're just going to bring a technique character to show that you don't really need to bring a, you know, no affiliation killer character, right? And in that case, let's bring Kuriyashiki. I have no idea this is going to work. He's only attack level 10. We'll see how it goes. So these are the links that we're actually using in this case, but the 80% last ditch survival from the hero link would actually be quite helpful here in case we do die. And if we do, we will revive and be at low stamina, where we're therefore getting 24% more damage. And Kuriyashiki gets even more damage at low stamina, more so under 50%, so this shouldn't be too bad, right? So let's make sure we just use our nat string once and then dodge. That's ideal when you're using nat characters. That will basically make it so the boss actually uses their attacks, and then you can kind of just maneuver around them, right? So you attack, let him finish his nat string, then get a few hits in. Attack once more. Let's dodge out the way. Unfortunately, we're getting paralyzed. That kind of sucks. Didn't realize he had paralysis. Luckily for us, though, he's missing all those attacks. Didn't actually get us under low stamina, so that's actually not too bad. Ideally, we only want to die once, maybe on the final boss, in case we do come across an attack that is kind of unavoidable. But right now, we're just playing with the AI. Only hit we actually took there was when we got hit by the soul bomb. And unfortunately, we choked it here. That's fine, though. We took a tad bit of extra damage, but that now makes it under 50%, where I believe we're doing more damage. And then we're going to do even more damage when we get under low stamina. Under 30% more so. So let's make sure we stand in the middle. I guess we can kind of use our strong attacks to destroy these to make it easier for us, just so we don't get hit. I think we destroyed the middle ones now. We should be fine. As long as Ganryu doesn't use that AoE attack, we should also be fine. Let's dodge that. He's using a nat string, get a couple cheeky hits in. Dodge the soul bomb. Not entirely, but we are now under 30% where we're doing more damage. Dodge that lunge. He did hit us there, but that's fine. We actually dodged one of the attacks for our 50% dodge bonus ability. That's kind of cool. Now, Shuren's probably going to kill us on the soul bomb, right? Let's just play it safe here. Let's use our soul bomb. Still love that soul bomb. Let me just make sure we don't make any mistakes here by destroying these statues. There we go. And now we can easily just deal with Shuren. He actually seems quite... No, it's because we have like our max damage potential now. Like you can see we're doing a lot of damage there. There we go, not too bad. That took us longer than it should have, but again, I wanted to use a character other than someone that's more ideal in this situation. Considering the fact that we could only really bring 2 characters there, I wanted to bring someone else. To show that it's, you know, it's doable, without always meeting the perfect set of rules. In that case though, 99 cleared in 1 minute and 43 seconds. And with that, we have now finally made it to a pretty big milestone, stage 100. Wanted this to be the end, but it's fine that it's not. We at least get 25 spirit orbs. In this case, we are going against hollow enemies. We want to bring a mind no affiliation character with Hollow Killer, and obviously that is designed for Nini. Now, again, I don't want to bring her, and as of right now, she's like the only character. Oh, okay, hold on, there's actually 2 characters here that do meet the requirements, that being a mind no affiliation character with Hollow Killer. Do I even want to bring them? I don't know. Now, obviously, you don't need to bring a Hollow Killer. I know it kind of encouraged you here with the 8 times kill effect here, but you can just bring 8th anniversary White. You can bring Bago if you have these 2 characters. Maybe. Surely not. We can bring Yuha. Should we actually? Let's do it. All right, then. So we're going on to stage 100. We have the Quincy King himself. This might take a while, not going to lie. Again, for those that aren't aware, Yuha does not have Frenzy. He wasn't given Frenzy upon resurrecting. Instead, he got a 20% Havoc, which is very weird. At the very least, his summon damage did get increased, which is like the only good thing about the character when it came to nuking hard guild quests. But that now obviously isn't really a thing anymore, right? I mean, you still can nuke hard guild quests, but most people have moved on to the very hard guild quests. Like, even if you don't beat very hard, you still get more points than what you get in the hard difficulty, right? Now, one thing I will say, I'm really looking forward to a potential remake of this character, because we know we're going to get another Yuha, right? We're most likely going to get an anime-based one with the fight against Ichigo or Yamamoto, and that could be the end of year, right? That's my guess for end of year, by the way. I've been saying it for a while now. I think that's like the only way to actually end off the year with a bang, right? A new anime Yuha would be really cool, especially seeing the visuals in comparison to this one, because this one has some really cool visuals. I like the attacks, but they're very plain looking, right? As they should. They're, you know, Quincy attacks. It's like white and blue light. But the anime has like a really nice, cool effect to it. And we can kind of see that with the current anime characters, Iban, Bambi, and also Koke. They have some really cool visuals. So I'm excited to see what a new Yuha would look like in the anime art style. But yeah, with that said, we are slowly but surely getting through this. I would like to use my Soul Bomb now, because this will nuke for the entire stage. And then we go into the next stage with our transformation. Remember, he is a transforming character. But I know for a fact we're not going to do enough damage to take down the boss, which I think is 6th Anniversary Aizen. There we go. Lining him up. Just a few more hits. I don't know why I do this to myself. I really should have just brought someone else. But we gotta put respect on him, right? We just had episode 26 air. I want to use Yuha. Here we go. Let's start off the Soul Bomb. There we go. Didn't even kill, but lucky for us, we have the Vortex, or more so the shield actually. And then let's finish off with the SA1. Kind of cool. Kind of that 6th Anniversary Aizen is the final boss for stage 100. I feel like they chose a good character for that. But yeah, it took us over 2 minutes to go through it. That was not smart. It's fine though, we beat it. We get 25 orbs, we'll take it. And with that, that is Gates of Oblivion done for the time being. For those that aren't aware, we are going to go through all 100 stages on my alt account. Probably tomorrow on a live stream, and that's going to take us quite a while to get through. But as a goal, I said to myself, I haven't done Gates of Oblivion once on my side account for the purpose of doing it all in one go. With that said, though, I forgot, do we get a chat this month or is it next month? It's next month, okay. Either way, though, that was the video for today. Hope you lads did enjoy it. Again, we are going to be live streaming in around an hour's time, so hope to see you lads there. We're going to tackle the very hard guild quest, see if we can beat it. We most likely are. I got a pretty good team for it, but I'm curious to see what our play time is going to be. So see you lads later, take care, and peace.